If you're on a hunt for a retro bike, this should be part of your retro list. No bells, no whistles, just solid. I felt intimidated at first because this bike's engine looks like it can outlive me. The BMW R90 has grown up into one tough grandpa that can handle from simple tours to wild off-track days. Better ask for road tires cause this one is meant for dirt. I believe this bike can take you anywhere, whether just get some coffee or go up on the mountain trail. So, without any moment to lose, let's go ahead and review the 2021 BMW R90. Basta BMW ang usapan, only three things comes to mind: quality, comfort, and technology. Those three mentioned comes with a price. Ang tanong, sulit nga ba ito? I-chapter natin each segment para organize at detalyado. Umpisahan natin sa looks. I find this bike extremely attractive in terms of appearance. Head-turner siya, not just dun sa mga kapwa natin motorista, kundi pati sa mga hindi mahilig sa motor.
Kung meron ka ngayong pera, bibili ka niyan.
Ayun talaga. Sobrang ganda eh.
Modern retro ito kung tawagin. Modern kasi equipped na ito ng teknolohiya na ginagamit sa mga existing motorcycles ngayon. At retro dahil sa looks niya. The Urban GS is a little more than a restyled scrambler. For adventure ang style niya, and solid ang body frame at structure. Riding position mo naman dito, semi-upright position. Tires naman niya, proportion sa body. Massive din ang gas tank at engine. At classic ang instrumental panel niya. Side mirrors, headlights, at overall bike design. Sa left handlebar, medyo complicated tignan, but para sa mga born riders, simple lang ito. Right handlebar naman, simpleng-simple. Tapalodo ng bike sa front, medyo mataas at will give you an impression that this is meant for solid adventure. At first glance, mararamdaman nyo na mataas ang ride height ng bike. Malapad at mahaba. Length is 2,175 mm. Bike height niya is 1,330 mm. Hindi kasama ang side mirrors ha. Yung lapad naman niya ay 865 mm. It's wide but sobrang manageable kahit sa mga tight spots. Malaki ang body and mataas siya. Baka mabilis kang ma-intimidate dito, but don't. Lagyan natin ng reference para makita ninyo. So, I stand 5'9" and this is how it looks when I'm riding this bike. Medyo tiptoe ako ng konti dito sa angle na ito, but because naka-wide open ang legs ko dito. Paano naman kung maliit ang rider? Good question. So now, I brought a friend who is 5'3" and tignan natin kung kamusta ang ride height sa kanya. Sa angle na ito, halos parehas lang kaming naka-tiptoe because mas sarado ang legs niya. Considering ang inner leg curve pala ng R90 is 1,890 mm, pero hindi naman siya nahihirapan iangat at panatiling nakaangat ang bike. With 2 legs down, kahit pa 223 kilograms ang wet weight ng bike na ito. Sa tansya ko, this could be easily used by riders who are at least 5'1" in height. If mas maliit ka pa sa 5'1", big problem. Pero may isa ka pa namang option. Mangkas. Very classic ang design ng instrument panel. Hindi siya ginawang complicated ng BMW. which is a plus kasi bukod sa makina, yung overall vintage look nito ang isa sa mga magiging dahilan kung bakit bibilhin mo itong bike na ito. The menu navigation is located on the left side armbar na you can press up and down. What you see on a digital screen are, in no particular order, odometer, kilometer A, road temperature in degrees, time, and yung setup. On the right side naman, you can choose the modes on this bike, which is rain, road, or dirt. Andito na din ang speedometer, measured in kilometers per hour. Neutral light indicator, hazard or signal lights indicator, at ABS. Disadvantage ng dito, wala siyang fuel indicator. Yugyug or silip method ang gagawin mo to know where your gas is at. This won't come in handy if you're planning to bring this bike in a remote area where gas stations are far away from each other. Handlebar impression, medyo wide. Sa long ride, kung di kayo yuyuko, lahat ng hangin tatama sa'yo. Equipped na din ito ng yellow handguard para off-road look and added protection na din. Left handlebar tayo. Equipped na ito ng cruise control which you can turn off anytime. If you want to start the cruise control, basic. Just press this button to engage. Press up to increase the speed and press down to decrease the cruising speed. Below it is the hazard switch. The menu navigation key, tapos yung ABS on and off beside it. Underneath is the signal lights at sa ilalim pa nun is horn. Harap naman ng left panel is the pass and bride switch. Press for pass, push out for bride. Simple, di ba? Right handlebar naman, heat bike grip toggle on the topmost area, which will turn on and off the heat grips. Sobrang beneficial nitong technology na ito if you're riding in a cold location tapos biglang umulan. Malamig yon. But this feature will keep your hands warm. Underneath naman is riding modes and the ignition switch. About the tracker bars, medyo mataas siya that will definitely give you the best touring and off-road control. Baba tayo ng konti sa tank. It's huge. Usable tank volume niya is 17 liters. May reserve gas siya na 3.5 liters. So pag umilaw ang low gas warning, you still have approximately 70 kilometers ng drive with the reserve, considering this bike according to BMW is nasa 19.6 kilometers per liter. Nung inactual ko naman, iba ang kinalabasan.
Pa-full tank ate.
I traveled Parañaque, Batangas at balik Parañaque kasama na yung mga ikot-ikot sa Batangas. Total kilometers na tinakbo ko is 196 kilometers.
Okay guys, so I'm back here in Shell after our trip yesterday.
Power gasoline full tank, start zero.
Okay.
At ang total gas na kinarga ko was 9.604 liters pagbalik ko sa Parañaque. So ang naging mileage niya was 20.4 kilometers per liter. Panalo ang gas consumption ng bike na ito. And about the type of fuel, use 95 to 98 RON. Rated output at 98 RON. Now, bukod sa lalagyan siya ng gasolina, dito din nakalagay ang key cylinder ng R19. No need to explain how to use this. Classic nga kasi, di ba? Sa seats naman tayo. Standard length lang ang seat nito. Medyo ilangang backrider kasi feeling niya malalaglag siya anytime. But nevertheless, the seat is comfortable for both long rides and short rides. Sa lights naman tayo. All LEDs na ang lights, both front and back. Front headlight comes with daytime running light. No problems at charging because this bike has a 3-phase alternator, 720 watts that charges a 12 volt or 12 amp hour maintenance-free battery. And tingnan nyo yung harap ng lights. Sobrang classic. Feeling mo, Captain America ka. You wanna hear how a 1170cc sounds? Alright then, let's start its engine.
Alright, so that's how it sounds.
It has a massive sound coming out from an Akrapovic stock pipes. This is a boxer type engine which is air or oil-cooled flat twin 4-stroke with 2 camshafts and 4 radially aligned valves per cylinder central balancer shaft. It heats up easily sa traffic jam scenarios. But there's a simple solution. Install an auxiliary fan, then the heating issues would be a problem in the past. Engine has a rated output of 80 kW or 109 HP at 7,250 RPM with a max torque of 160 Newton meters at 6,000 RPM. Now, since na-mention ko na ito ay isang boxer engine, be careful sa downshifts. Don't release the clutch abruptly or mag-shake ang back tires mo. It's typical sa mga boxer engines kasi single dry plate hydraulically operated ang clutch nito with a claw-shifted 6-speed transmission na may helical cut splines. Kaya naman, sanay na ang mga boxer engine rider about sa clutch release and hindi na sila nagugulat in case mag-swing ng bahagya yung back tires. And yes, shaft drive na din siya. Compression ratio ng bike na ito ay 12.0:1. Electronic intake pipe injection or digital engine management with overrun cutoff twin spark ignition. Kaya naman hindi ka bibitinin ng bike na ito when you need the power. About naman sa top speed, although 1,170cc siya, it's just a little over 200 kilometers per hour. Huwag kayo magulat kasi this is not meant for speed. It's meant for smooth touring and relaxed riding. Lastly, yung carbon dioxide emissions ng bike na ito is at 119 grams per kilometer. That has a controlled 3-way catalytic converter, exhaust emission, chassis and suspension. Frame ng R90 is a 3-part frame concept with a front frame and 2-part rear frame, load-bearing engine gearbox unit, and the rear set frame is removable for one-up riding. Bulky and frame and solid ang structure. Front suspension ito is a telescopic fork with 43mm fixed tube diameter that has a castor of 110.6mm. Ang suspension travel naman ng front is 125mm. About sa steering angle, it is 61.5 degrees. Hindi siya pwede sa mga tight singit-singit sa traffic. Bukod sa mabigat na siya, maliit lang ang turning angle niya. Besides, hindi ka naman scooter kaya riders behind you will understand you in case you cannot get through. Equipped na din ito ng steering damper with BMW technology. Kaya bukod sa swabe ito sa highway, sobrang safe pa sa mga high-speed scenarios. Rear suspension naman is a cast aluminum single swing arm with BMW Motorrad para lever, central spring strut, spring preload, fully adjustable by hand wheel, and adjustable rebound stage. So you can easily stiffen or soften the ride that will depend on your riding condition. Rear suspension travel is 140mm. This bike has very good front and rear suspension, no doubt. And even my passenger gave me that same impression. The wheelbase of this bike is 1,527mm. That made me feel planted on pavements when moving fast. Wheel type medyo adventure spoke wheel siya. Size ng front rim 3 inches by 19 inches at sa rear naman 4.5 inches by 17 inches. Front tire 120/70 R19. Rear tire naman 170/60 R17. Kaya naman somehow proportion ang rear sa body ng bike na ito. About the spoke tires, please be reminded that these types of tires are made for off-road adventure. If you use it on roads, be aware of slippery surfaces such as paints on a wet pavement. But since BMW claims that this bike is customizable, you can always change the tires that would best suit your riding needs. About the brakes, ibang level. Solid ang masasabi ko. Mabilis mag-activate nga lang ang ABS, which is good and safe. But sometimes medyo exaggerated yung activation ng ABS. But anyway, in case you don't need it, you can easily turn it off by just pressing a button on the left handlebar. Brake specification, front brake, twin disc brakes with a diameter of 320mm na may 4 piston calipers na. At sa rear naman, single disc with a diameter of 265mm double piston floating caliper. At ang ABS niya, BMW Motorrad ABS. Let me share my personal thoughts on this bike based from my experience. Bike handling niya on both high speeds and low speeds are awesome. Engine and suspension stability is amazing for its size. Braking power is reliable. The bike is thrifty in terms of gas consumption. Power is massive. Ride comfortability is sobrang comfortable. Tires niya medyo slippery on wet painted pavements but has really good grip on rough roads. I hope BMW could do something about the gas gauge sa mga susunod na model nila. Simplicity ng handlebar and instrument panel is quite solid. And the price of this bike starts at 1,275,000 pesos. Sulit nga ba siya? Overall, sulit. So that's gonna be the end of this review. And again, my name's ceejsosa. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. I'll see you guys next time. Bye for now.